So let's continue our work on rhythm. Here at the top of the page, rhythm reading, we're in 3/4. And as a reminder, that time signature of 3/4, the top number means the number of beats in each measure or in each section of music divided by a measure line or bar line. So that's 3 beats in each measure. And the bottom number means what note gets the beat or what note equals 1 beat. In this case, the 4 represents a quarter note. So 3 beats per measure, and the quarter note gets 1 beat. Now, that means if you see a quarter note, it's worth a beat. But what if you see a half note? Well, that means that that is worth 2 beats because 2 quarters fit into 1 half. If you see an eighth note, it means that they are less than a beat. There will be 2 eighth notes for every quarter note, or 2 eighth notes for every beat. So in this case, the first set of a pair of eighth notes is a number, the number of the beat that it starts on, and the second eighth note in the pair will be and. In measure 1, our half note is worth 2 beats. It's worth beat 1 and beat 2. Which means that this eighth note comes in on beat 3. That will be 3 and. So this measure would be 1, 3 and. In this measure, we have a quarter note on beat 1, eighth notes on beat 2, so that would be 2 and a quarter note on beat 3, taking up all of the beat. This symbol here is a quarter rest. So a quarter rest on beat 1 means that we think beat 1, we still count beat 1, but we're silent for beat 1. Beat 2, and then again we have eighth notes here, so that would be 3 and. So the first eighth note is the downbeat, the number of the beat, and the second eighth note is the and, the upbeat of the beat. Finally, for the first phrase, we have a dotted half note, which is 3 beats. A half note is worth 2. The dot adds 50% more, so in this case 2 plus 1 is 3. Take a moment to look through the entire first line, study the rhythm, and then we're going to count it together. Take a few more seconds to study it. If you're still not done, you can pause it while you look through the rest. This is giving us both quarter notes and eighth notes. Let's count together. 1, 2, go. 1, 3, and 1, 2, and 3. Rest. 2, 3, and 1. Let's start that over at the beginning of that. Make sure that you're keeping a steady beat and do something physical to internalize the beat. Move your hand, conduct, count with your fingers, tap on your knee, tap your foot. Do something to physicalize the beat. Here we go. 1, 2, and go. 1, 3, and 1, 2, and 3. Rest. 2, 3, and 1. Look ahead. 1 and 2 and 3. 1 and 2, 3. 1. Rest. 3, 1 and 2. Off. Repeat that if you need to, and when you're ready, move on to number 2. Now we're in 4/4. 4/4, the top number again means 4 beats per measure this time instead of 3, and the bottom number means that the quarter note gets the beat. So this would be 2 eighth notes, 1 and, 2, 3, 4 and. So again, the first measure is 1 and, 2, 3, 4 and. In the second measure, we have 1 and, 2 and, 3. So these eighth notes, it takes 2 eighth notes to make up just a single beat. But this half note spans more than a beat. It takes all of beat 3 and all of beat 4. In the next measure, we have 1 and 2, and then a rest on beat 3. You'll think 3. In your head, you'll count 3, but you won't say anything out loud. And then 4. Take a moment to look through the rest of this line before we count it together. One more minute to look through it before we count it together. Okay, ready? 1, 2, ready, go. 1 and 2, 3, 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. 1 and 2, 4, 1, 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3. 1 and 2 and 3. 1 and 2. 4 and 1, 2, 3. Did you find yourself wanting to say the number on the rest? Maybe so. A lot of people have that habit. Keep working through these and keep practicing, and you will steadily see your rhythm improving.